Hey everybody, Night Owl Visuals here, and in today's video I'm going to give you my first gameplay and impression of the game Ascendant, which is still in development, but just recently had a beta that I was lucky to be able to get a part in. And you're watching some gameplay of me killing some other players in a team fight. First I'm going to go and talk sort of the combat mechanics, gunplay, gameplay, and just everything when you're actually in a map for the Battle Royale. So speaking of Battle Royales, there are squads of 3 so far for the current game, correct me if I'm wrong, and you basically have an option to have one type of gun or two in your loadout, from a sniper, assault rifle, I believe there's an SMG, correct me if I'm wrong, and as you can see, a shotgun, which I'm using as well, and was honestly a ton of fun. The sniper rifles in this game definitely do pack a punch, but they are clunkier. Quick scoping, yes, is possible, and you saw some of that gameplay. While my shots weren't the best, they did get the kills and got the job done, but I really like how smooth the assault rifles in this game are. It honestly reminds me a little bit if Apex Legends and Fortnite had a baby in terms of the gameplay, not other stuff. The maps, I liked it so far. I didn't get to play too many games or rounds, honestly, and this was some of my better footage where things were more condensed for you guys. But as you can see, the gameplay in action is definitely good when you were there and really fighting people. But other than that, it does take a while, I've learned, for the squads to sort of meet up. But this game does do a good job of really just accurately labeling where you need to go on the map, which is something a lot of other games and franchises don't do well. So even though there is some time to get from location to location, there are also cars and hover ships and things of that nature as well. While I honestly don't like the controls of the feel of the cars that much, they are still useful, but it's really good just in general to move with your team as a pack and just take things down as needed. Speaking of taking things down, there's also just NPCs in the game, which was kind of a cool part, and they definitely will attack you and you have to sort of be on guard a little bit, as you can see here, and they will drop certain loot that will help you along your way and help you complete side missions and other quests as you progress in the game. So overall, I definitely rate this game about a 7, 6.5 out of 10. I think they did a good job with a lot of things. While I didn't get to explore too much, I wish it was a little bit more condensed and just easier to sort of get into team fights. The matches aren't long by any means. I'd probably say they're about 20 minutes on average, and the gameplay was really fun for the gunfights, but it definitely just feels like there was a lot of moving around, which sort of took away a lot of my interest and sometimes more NPC fighting than real people. And I don't mean bots by any means. I could definitely tell there were some players that were the same in lobbies and I was getting matched up against the same guys, so there was definitely real bodies that were competing against me. But overall, I would just tell the developers, keep what you have, condense it, and honestly just make it a little bit more fast-paced, because the gameplay and the gunplay is really engaging, and I wish there was more of it. It's just sometimes the spawns are a little rough and stuff to figure out, and not everything is definitely set in stone yet from their end as well, which I understand. So they're definitely going to be making changes and progress, obviously, as their development goes on. And on that note, I'm going to let this gameplay roll a little bit more, and I'm going to explain how the main menu system works before going into lobbies and whatnot after this clip. Alright, so as for Ascendant's pre-game lobby loading, I actually really like their setup, and there's not too many games that do it as well as they did. I still have to check more out of it, honestly, and do some research, but essentially, there's different sort of shops, there's different areas where you can start new missions or accept new quests, and there's a big teleportation device in the middle of the map, essentially, where you can go to and press to select and queue up. And then all you have to do is wait. There's a timer on one of the corners before you enter the match, and when you enter the match, it's very obvious, and you'll just be teleported into it at the start with the pre-made team or a party of your choice, depending on which one you go with. I think this game really does have a lot of potential. Again, developers just condense it down, keep it up with the good gunplay. The graphics are smooth. They definitely did a good job with a lot of the mechanics and just the fighting. I think it has huge potential. I really want to see a more finished product, and I still would definitely suggest that you try this game out, no matter what type of gamer you are. If you're looking for something new, I'm definitely going to be playing this on release and checking it out as much as I can. If people want more of these videos, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, comment, let me know your thoughts, and I'll make more if people want. On that note, thanks folks, and peace.